It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's spend a little time talking about this artifact thing. So before we go anywhere, I want to put this out there in the world. It's been made very apparent to me today that I'm nothing but a Hero Wars corporate shill. You guys need to understand, if you don't already, that I work for YouTube as a contractor, and I do news videos, strategy videos for this game because YouTube pays me, because Google pays me to do so. And anytime anything happens in this game, good or bad, as long as the game is still a game, I'm happy with it, okay? You got to have that perspective when you're talking to me about stuff like this, okay? I try to look at things both ways, right? I personally, being a 4-year plus player, I like this because of the asymmetry that our artifacts provide, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But any change, any addition to the game, any bolt-ons, any money grabs, anything like that, it's good for me. It is good for me no matter what. It's more content for me to make. With that out of the way, raising artifacts from level 100 to level 130. Now, there's a couple things that are missing here. We don't know by how much. Is it a 10% upgrade across the board? Is some artifacts going up 10%? Like, let's take a look at Kark, for example, here. Is the ring going up 10%? Is the book going up 5%? Is the artifact weapon going up 50%? Like, we don't know yet by how much the artifacts are going up. Okay. Now, there's a couple of things, a couple of statements that we got to get out of the way. The first thing is if everybody's maxed out, if everybody levels up the artifacts, the first argument is nothing's going to change. But that's actually inaccurate. Let me show you what I mean by that. Armor penetration artifact, 32,000. Okay, 32,000 armor penetration. Armor artifact, 32,000. All right. So the assumption is all heroes' artifacts are going to go up the same level, right? Astaroth's artifact weapon is going to go up the same amount as Isaac's artifact weapon. So the penetration stats on the weapons, all of the weapons, I think is going to be a wash. I think all of the weapons are going to be a wash, except where breakpoints exist, and we'll touch on that a second. One of the things that is not a wash is the books. All right, take a look at this book. Armor, 8,010. Magic defense, 8,010. Book, right? Take a look at Kark's book. Armor penetration, 10,680. Okay, so if Kark's book goes up 10% and Astaroth's book goes up 10%, the amount of armor that Astaroth gained is not equal to the amount of penetration that Kark is gaining. All right, and I'm just using Kark as an example because Kark is likely who I'm going to be leveling up first. The argument about dodge and critical hit. I'm seeing this argument about dodge and critical hit a lot, specifically on Dante. I think Dante is going to be obsolete because of this. And this is the hot take of hot takes, I know. Look at Dante's stats. Okay, so Dante, here, let's pull this up actually. Dante at max is already able to dodge most people. Here's Dante right now. He's got 12,347 dodge. Dante's got 12,347 dodge. Okay, you add Kane to him, and you already have a higher than 50% dodge rate. Okay, you ult with Dante, he adds more dodge, right? Dante's artifact weapon is bonus dodge. He's already dodging a ton. Dante is not benefiting from this artifact event at all, and there's a lot of heroes that will not benefit from this event. Look at Dante's artifacts. He's gaining dodge. Okay, he's going to dodge more than he already does. Spoiler, guys, don't bring physical attackers to fight a Dante team, and the dodge doesn't matter. Dodge and health. He's not gaining any offensive ability here. He's not gaining any physical attack. He's not gaining any armor penetration. He's not gaining any critical hits. Dodge and health. All right, he's already dodging a ton, and his health basically doesn't matter for the sake of being a damage dealer. And then you have the Ring of Agility. Agility does add physical attack. Yes, agility does add physical attack. It also adds a little bit of armor. Right? 3 physical attack per 1 stats, if it's an agility hero, which it is, and 1 armor per agility. Okay, so Dante, as a damage dealer, is not getting a lot in the way of bonus damage here. Take a look at a hero like Satori. Satori is getting a ton of damage dealing boosts. Magic penetration, magic attack. Intelligence is raising his magic attack artifact weapon. Not all damage dealers are made equal. You're going to see, if you take a look at, let's see. If you take a look at Dante's armor penetration, Dante's got 37,000, just shy of 37,000 armor penetration. All right, just shy of 37,000. If we sort heroes by armor, Mushy and Shroom, Arachne, Satori, Corvus, Anvari, Nebula, Chaba, Fafnir, Cleaver, Astaroth, Marcus, Galahad, Luther, and Ziri. you have basically 25% of the heroes. Basically 25% of the heroes in the game have more armor than Dante has armor penetration. And a lot of these heroes are getting more armor. A lot of these heroes are getting more health. All heroes aren't made equal. Some heroes are going to be big wins. Some heroes are going to be big losses. The next question is, you know, who should you level up first? Whenever you're talking about leveling up heroes, there's two schools of thought. There's tank or damage dealer, right? Do you want to level up your tank first, or do you want to level up your damage dealer? In a lot of cases, your tank is your damage dealer, right? In a lot of cases, your damage dealer is all you really need, like Yasmin in low levels, Dante in low levels, Kark in low levels. I'll be leveling up Kark first because I love Kark. I think the difference between the added armor penetration that Kark is getting as compared to everybody else, because armor doesn't increase at the same rate as armor penetration does, and the Vex pet, I think we're coming back. I think Kark is going to be just a little bit better. I think Kark is just going to be a little bit better. Krista and Lars will get a good bonus. Oh yeah, Krista and Lars have always been good attackers for sure. Can't dodge magic, that's right. Armor is going to increase significantly. I think the end is coming for Dante. You got to take a look at some of the other artifacts though. And there's a lot of weird things. There's a lot of weird things in here. So Anvari is another interesting one. There's a possibility that Anvari will not be able to tank anymore. Take a look at some of these other tank heroes that you might use. Arachne actually is going to be benefiting a lot from this from a defensive standpoint. Arachne has an agility ring, which means her armor is going to go up a ton from her ring. She has armor and magic defense. Arachne is actually going to be even more of a tank. Amira, pure damage dealer, right? Intelligence, magic attack. Celeste, I don't think is going to get that much. But you have a lot of heroes with health books. You have a lot of heroes with health books that I think are going to get pushed out of the range of some of these damage dealers. I think that fights might get a little bit longer. That's just a feeling that I have. I know it might be a hot take to say that Dante is going to be on the decline after this, but I'm looking forward to making my Kark a little bit bigger. I'm looking forward to that.